Hey guys, it's the end of the month. It's a good time to look at some MMA pound for pound rankings. What's up guys? This is my first time doing pound for pound rankings on YouTube, and I like to go over my criteria that I use for making my judgments. When I think of pound for pound, I try to think of if these guys were the same weight, who would be the best? Who has the best skills for their size? With that in mind, my number one pound for pound fighter in the world is Anderson Silva. Now, I actually, before these last 2 or 3 fights, I had dropped him down below GSP, who had just been dominant lately. Anderson had a bad stretch where he fought Damian Maia and Talis Laitis, and he just looked unimpressive, uninspired. But his last few fights have just been outstanding. He's, 3 straight finishes, I believe. 4. Chael Sonnen twice, Yushin Okami, and Vitor Belfort. Very impressive. He, 36 years old, he still looks phenomenal. He's the best in the world, probably the best fighter that's ever lived. Best one we've ever seen compete, at least. And he's my number one pound for pound guy. At number 2, I have Jon Jones. I usually have GSP at this spot, or number 1, but he's just been so inactive that I've dropped him down, and Jones is just on a tear right now. One of the most impressive stretches in MMA history. Wins over Rashad Evans, Lyoto Machida, Rampage Jackson, Shogun. Just ton of great victories, finishing most of them. I believe he finished all of them, except Rashad Evans. He didn't finish Evans. That went to a decision. The rest of the guys he finished, he's a stud. He looks amazing. And it's just all going up for him, I think. At number 3, I have GSP. Like I said, he's usually 1 or 2 for me, but just for the fact that he hasn't fought in almost a year or over a year. But when he does fight, he is one of the best pound-for-pound guys. He has the total package. To me, one of the most complete games in MMA. Wrestling, submission, striking, he's got it all. Number 4, I have Jose Aldo. He's looked really good of late as well. Just the word to describe his game, I would say, is explosive. He's one of the most explosive guys in MMA. His leg kicks, his hands, those flying knees, he's just a handful. And we haven't even really seen his ground game yet, which is supposed to be really good. At number 5, I have Benson Henderson. This guy is just coming up, up, up. I was really high on him when he was in the WEC. And his fight against Frankie Edgar, he just looked very impressive. I was very impressed with that performance. And I have him at number 5. Number 6, I have a legend in Dan Henderson, another Henderson. He's on another guy who's on a great streak. He beat Fedor. He just had an epic match with Shogun. Very close. He dominated early, and then Shogun came back and dominated late. But just an amazing fight. Fight of the year for most people last year. And he's up next for Jon Jones, and that should be an excellent fight. I can't wait to see that one. At number 7, I have Frankie Edgar, who just lost the title to Benson Henderson, the lightweight title. Frankie is just, the word I use to describe him, tenacious. He has no quit in him. That was a close fight against Henderson. He thought he won it, but the judges went the other way, and I agreed with him. I thought Henderson won that fight as well. But he's another one. He's speed. He is so fast, and he's got great movement. That's his strength. His weakness really is that he's just not a finisher. He usually wins by decision, although he did finish Gray Maynard in their 3rd fight. Number 8, I have another lightweight, Gilbert Melendez. His big problem is just that he hasn't faced great competition. I think he'd be up there with those guys. He's just as good, I think, as Frankie Edgar and Benson Henderson. He just needs to compete against the top guys in the world, which he should soon enough. He should be moving to the UFC any day now. Number 9, I have Junior Dos Santos. A lot of people don't want to give the heavyweights a lot of credit in pound-for-pound rankings, especially. Outside of Fedor, he got a lot when he was in his, prime, but no other heavyweights have really got there. But Junior Dos Santos, I feel fairly confident he would be good in any weight class. His hands, I'll take that skill set. I'll put that against anybody else's in MMA. And my last spot, I have Dominic Cruz, the bantamweight champion. He's a very unorthodox fighter. He's got some herky-jerky movements, but the dude wins. He's only lost 1 fight and he has avenged that loss. It was to Uriah Faber. He's the real deal, and he's another guy, to me, he just needs a little more competition, and he should be getting some in Baroa soon when he comes back from injury. That's my top 10 pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Let me know what you think. Drop your list in a comment or a video response. And if you like these videos, please subscribe.